Hi there, students. To trip against the same stone twice. So I had a question asking, is this a normal proverb or saying in English? I think certainly you can use this in English. I've certainly heard it. Maybe you might say to fall over the same stone twice, or to trip over the same stone twice, or even to fall in the same hole twice. Hole this time. Let's see. I think the meaning of this phrase is self-evident. If you trip over the same stone twice, you make the same mistake more than once. You don't learn from your mistakes. They say man is the only animal to trip over the same stone twice. Okay, to make the same mistake repeatedly. Normally the stone is referring to something more than spelling a word wrong. It's maybe acting in the wrong way and causing damage or harm. Let's see. Europe should have learned from the First World War, but clearly we tripped over the same stone twice, and we had the Second World War as well. So it means the idea is not to learn from your mistakes. I also like the phrase to fall in the same hole twice. Let's see, I know this phrase exists in Spanish, and I've heard that apparently there is a Syrian proverb saying even a donkey, the most stubborn of animals, does not fall in the same hole twice. Okay, so it learns from its mistakes. I think when we make mistakes, we generally are wiser from them, or certainly when learning a language. If we make the same mistake enough times and we are shown that we are repeating the mistake, then very often students learn. It's why I like students to be brave when they're speaking English and try things. Because by making mistakes in English, by tripping over a stone, you learn the right way of doing it. But try not to trip over the same stone twice. Try to do it in another way. So, we've got to stumble over the same stone twice, to trip over the same stone twice, to fall in the same hole twice. And I think you could use any of those phrases in English. The meaning is very clear, and you can most certainly use that in English. I couldn't find a good reference that Chaucer had used it in the Middle Ages, for example. No, but the meaning is very clear. So what about formality with this? Well, I would say it's neutral. I think it's a great phrase, and I think you can use it informally, and I think you could use it in a really formal setting as well. Giving a formal speech, yeah, or something like that. So I think it's a great phrase to use. So, to stumble over the same stone twice, to fall in the same hole twice, to repeat a mistake that you've made in your life again, not to learn from history, not to learn from the past, and to repeat your mistakes. I think in English there's something like man is condemned to repeat his mistakes. Yeah, I think in English something about repeating mistakes I've definitely heard. Anyway, I'd like your ideas about ways in which man has repeated the same mistakes, has fallen in the same hole twice. So anyway, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. To stumble over the same stone twice, to trip, over the same stone twice, and to fall in the same hole twice, and also to repeat your mistakes. Bye for now.